welcome to Michelle Loses It. I'm Michelle. So it is my second week back on track, and I just want to pop on here. It's going to be a short video. I'm just going to give you a little bit of an update. Last week I did a little bit of a rant based on the experience that I've had over the last few months with Calibrate. I'm over my rant. I am back to being positive Michelle and it makes a difference. I'm just going to tell you that. If you can find a way to give yourself 5 minutes in the morning to put yourself in a positive mindset, it makes such a difference for the whole day. I am back on track. I have been doing excellent in following the program over the last 2 weeks. I haven't had any red foods. I haven't been getting my water in 100% until the last couple of days, and I've been getting my 120 ounces a day for the last few days. I'm about to go on a several-day road trip. We're going to Chicago. On the road trip, I'm probably not going to get all my water in because I don't want to have to stop every 30 minutes. We're going to be on the road like 8 to 10 hours a day for a few days. So I'm not going to get my water in. Once we get to our destination, I'll get back on my water trend, but I'll take a break for a couple of days. But I will tell you that I am not planning to do anything modified for Thanksgiving Day. I'm going to take the day and I'm going to enjoy myself. The week, I don't have control over the food because I'm staying at somebody else's house. I will do my best to reduce the amount of red foods that I have, but I'm not going to be perfect over the next week, and I'm okay with that. I did start my Mounjaro, I don't know how to pronounce it. The week before last, I took my second shot last night. No side effects. I haven't been nauseous. My husband's been cooking. I'm grateful for that. It's one thing off my plate, and started exercising today. So I have trouble. I'm in South Florida. It is cooling down, so maybe after we get back from Thanksgiving, I'll be able to start walking outside, but it's been way too hot to walk here. So I started doing DDP yoga today. I downloaded the app. I signed up for the 1-year subscription, so I'm gonna start doing that program, and that's gonna be my exercise. So I want to share 2 things with you. One is because I took such a big break. I was doing my lessons during that break, but I wasn't really engaged, so they weren't really sinking in. So when I did have my coaching session yesterday, and that's the other thing I want to share with you. I know that I've been complaining that my coach is kind of just reading from a script. Very nice woman, but that's her style. I decided, because I was waking up every day with a positive attitude, to look inward and determine what part of that relationship not being the right one, how much of that is my fault. So what I realized is that I had been telling her what I thought she wanted to hear, and I wasn't being honest about any of the questions that I had or the struggles that I was having. So I wasn't giving her an opportunity to be the best coach that she could be. So that's on me, and I take ownership of that. And I did that before our session. The day before our session, I sent her a message in the agenda, and I told her, I said, I'm excited, I'm back, I've got a positive attitude, I want to make this work, and I'm gonna participate in our conversation more than I had been. And that's what I did. And so it was a 2-way conversation. I asked questions, and I could see when I started asking questions, I could see her being more engaged and not just like giving me the canned response, because I was giving her a canned answer or a canned conversation, if that even makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys or not, but I'm not good at opening up and sharing my struggles. It's just something I've never been very good at. I've not often, when I've had like really hard times in my life, when I did end up talking about it, it didn't make me feel better. So I just quit doing it. So talking about really tough times isn't something that's easy for me. So I decided that I'm gonna use the coaching session the way that it's intended and ask questions. And it just really changed the tone of that meeting. And so if you are also struggling with your coach, then I encourage you to look inward and see, is there something about that interaction that you can change? Just an idea. Maybe it's not gonna make a difference for you, but I feel like it's gonna make a difference for me. The other thing that I'm gonna do is, like I said, I took that big break where I wasn't really engaged in the program. I am going to go back and I'm going to read all of my lessons all over again as if I'm starting from scratch. I have a long weekend of being in the car and I'm going to read my lessons. I'm going to take notes. I'm taking a notebook. I've got a notebook that's dedicated to Calibrate, and I'm going to use it and fill it up with notes and questions. And so the next time that I have my session with my coach, it's going to be a fully interactive conversation. The third thing that I want to share with you, I've decided to create a reward system for myself. So I've known that I've known what I wanted to do for a long time. I just couldn't figure out the right item. I've wanted a charm bracelet where I could add charms for every however many pounds. At first I was thinking every 5 pounds, but I decided to go with every 10 pounds. And I'm gonna insert pictures here. I found the perfect charm bracelet that's my style, that I think is gonna be beautiful. It is a gold bangle and it takes slider charms. It's from Stella and Dot, and I'll put a link in the description box. And the bangle is $49, and then the charms that I wanna include are $12 each. So I've already lost, so I had originally lost 23 pounds. I put 10 of that back on. So I'm down 13. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy the bangle and my first charm. And then every time I lose another 10 pounds, I'm not letting myself order the charms until I've lost the weight. And so I'm gonna fill the charm up with birthstones for my immediate family. So me, my husband, my siblings, my parents, and the last charm is going to be, they have a rhinestone studded star. And I thought that would be the perfect finale charm for my bracelet when I lose my last 10 pounds. So it's gonna be a bangle filled with, they're just rectangular charms that fit on top. So my bangle is just gonna be full of beautiful gemstone colored charms and then a star on the end. And that is a lot of incentive for me to keep on track. It's not super expensive, but it's something that I know I can't have the next one until I lose that 10 pounds. And and one little charm on there is gonna look awful lonely. So I'm gonna wanna lose the weight to fill up my bracelet. So if you have a reward system in place, let me know what it is. I'd love to hear about it. Tell me in the comment box. Anyway, that's what I have to share with you today. I will keep you updated. I'm gonna probably skip next week just because we're traveling, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks and let you know how Thanksgiving went. And I would love to hear what your plans are for Thanksgiving. Are you gonna try and stick to the program on Thanksgiving Day? Are you gonna give yourself a little bit of leeway? Let me know how you're planning on dealing with it. I do know that the rest of the week, like I said, I'm not gonna be in control of the food, so I can't really have a plan in place, but I am going to attempt. I know my brother and his girlfriend, I think they usually eat pretty healthy. They might not because all the family's gonna be in town, but there'll be proteins, there'll be veggies, so I can try and stick to those most of the time. I'm not gonna be super strict, but I'm also not gonna go haywire. I've lost, since I got back on track, I've lost, I think, 5 pounds of the 10 that I gained. So I don't want to start going backwards again. So I am gonna try and stick to it as much as possible, knowing that Thanksgiving Day, I'm gonna let myself do what I wanna do. So I don't wanna let myself do what I'm gonna do the whole week. That would be counterproductive. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your plans, and I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving if you're in the US, and if you're not, then I hope that you have a wonderful week anyway. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.